Yes, hello, it's Tor Sagen, and I'm here on the 2011 Ducati Diavel World Launch in Marbella, Spain. It's a great bike. It's good fun to ride it. You know, it's a bike. It's all about torque, build quality, and you know, riding something quite macho. It handles a lot better than it looks. People kept saying that oh, it's a Ducati cruiser sort of thing. It's not. It isn't a cruiser. It's just a different take on the sort of naked muscle bike type thing. So you know, it differs from a Ducati Monster in the fact that it's got a larger, more powerful engine. It's liquid cooled. Engine is from the 1198 Superbike. It's pretty much the same configuration as on the Multistrada, but with a different exhaust that provides 12 more horsepower. Yeah, the Diavel has got 3 different riding modes: sport, urban, and touring. So the urban is 100 horsepower and a high intrusion on the traction control. It's to level 5 automatically, and that's really high intrusion. So you could even use that on a sort of rainy day and be fine. Switch over to urban. There's the Diavel. Diavel's pulsing. Urban to touring. Then in touring you've got a full 162 horsepower, but with a traction control setting at level 3. So slightly less intrusive, but still, you know, comfortable, and sort of not as jerky or as direct, you know, as in sport mode, which is full on traction control setting to level 1. and that still gives you quite a decent amount of safety. Even exiting first gear hairbend corners today, and obviously you slide easily, but traction control kicks in long time before it gets dangerous. So it's all good on that department, really. And whilst you may think that Monster is a handy city bike, street fighting type, a Monster is quite a small bike, and it's not really meant to be one of the most comfortable bikes. Now with the Diavel, Ducati have sort of taken some of the best things about Cruiser, which is it's comfortable to ride, comfortable riding position, comfortable seat. The seat height is quite low at 770 millimeters, and the foam is quite thick, so it's comfortable. You're riding it all day, and you would have thought perhaps that 162 horsepower L-twin engine would create quite a lot of vibration, but Ducati sorted that out. There's hardly any vibration, and the handlebar is rubber mounted, so hardly any vibrations at all to your hands. So that's really good, and it's quite a long bike. So it definitely handles differently than other Ducatis. Handles differently than the Monster. It's not quite as nimble as a Monster, and the steering is slightly different. That's it isn't. It doesn't feel as precise as as a Monster, but it's still precise enough, and it does steer where you want to go. Big 240mm rear tire, especially made by Pirelli, designed for this bike, exclusively for Ducati and the Diavel, and it allows a little bit more handling from the rear tire, a little bit sharper angle, so it turns in better than another bike with a 240 section rear wheel.
Ricordati subito, scusa, che lì la moto da vedere.
Vai anche per guardare.
finish and everything on this bike is really nice. It's all sort of solid materials. It's built from almost everything is aluminium, carbon fiber. This is the Diavel Carbon, by the way, which is slightly more expensive than a standard, and it's in the name. It's got more carbon fiber parts, like the fuel tank and front mud guard and more, and so it's it's hardly any plastic at all on this bike, very little, so it's a sort of it's a very solid feel, both from the aesthetic point of view and also from a riding point of view. So and I think that's what people are looking for in a bike like the Diavel. It's definitely not for anybody, and it's probably a bike that is more to bring new people into the brand. And it's a bike that definitely interests, people that are not usually into bikes a lot more than, let's say the latest sort of superbike thing. So, so opinions are split on, who the bike is for, but I've had lots of fun on it today, and it does handle, really well for what it is, and it's definitely not a cruiser. So yeah, so that's it. So I'll see you soon somewhere else in the world, and in the meantime, enjoy the Diavel. Ciao, bye. So, have a look at this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so back at the hotel for a long day. So gonna go and have a shower now, and then have a look at this video and see if something I can publish straight away. Right. Perfect. Thank you.
Muscular, powerful and sophisticated. These three words better explain what the Diavel is all about. We build around the Ducati DNA on three solid pillars: design, technology and performance. This bike brings together three worlds which were apparently impossible to join. The design and the performance are those of a sport bike with 162 horsepower and 207 kilo dry weight. The dynamic and the agility is the one of a naked bike, whereas the comfort and the detail finishing are typical of custom bike. This unique mix has been made possible by the amount of Ducati technology we incorporated into the new Diavel. ABS as well as traction control are standard on the bike, so is the hands-free ignition, and for the first time on a production bike, a color TFT rider information display. Diavel will be available as a basis model with all the features which I just described, and also as a Diavel Carbon, which takes the sophistication to the next level. A full dress out of carbon fiber is matching with forged and machined alloy wheels, and with other sophisticated details like DLC coating on the front forks.